A box plot is another graphical display, and it's based on the quartiles, and it helps us to picture the set of data. And there are only 5 items that we need, or 5 statistics that we need in order to create a box plot, and they're called sometimes the 5-number summary. They include the minimum value, Q1, or the minimum value of the data set, the Q1, the first quartile, the median, or Q2, and Q3, the third quartile, finally the maximum value of the data set. And to perform that, you would calculate out each of those and draw the diagram. What we can do, though, is in Megastat, go to Descriptive Statistics, highlight our data. Actually, got one too many in there. Make sure we have our box plot checked. Hit OK. And there you have it. Now, again, this is a chart in Excel, so you can make it bigger to get a better clarity. Another trick that you can do with the chart is, just like any other chart, you can adjust the format of the axes. So you can go in and tick off your major units as 1 unit. Excuse me, not that. We'll leave that one. Leave the minor unit as, say, 0.2, major unit as 1. Hit OK. So now we have a little more clarity on where we are with the data. It's a little more descriptive. So when we look at this, we now see this is the first quartile, or Q1, Q2, or the median, or the 50th percentile, Q3, minimum value, and our maximum value. So what else can we tell about this? Well, we know that the interquartile range is from the first quartile to the third quartile. Well, the 75th percentile, or the third quartile, means that 75% of the data scores, the observations, fall underneath it, and 25% above. The 25th quartile means that 25% of the observations fall below that point, and 75% fall above it. So the interquartile range is actually the middle 50% of the observations, and the median is the middle point. Now, because the median to the third quartile is a greater distance than the distance from the first quartile to the median, that means that here's 25% of the data, because this is the middle point, the 50% point, this is the 25% point, and this is the 75% point. So 25% of the data points are here, from the first to the second quartile, or the first quartile to the median, and from the second quartile to the third quartile is 25% of the data points. But there's a greater range between the median and the third quartile than there is between the first quartile and the median. So that means this data is spread out further. And although it's not especially clear here, this whisker might be a little bit longer than the whisker on the left side. So based on that information, we can see that it's spread out this way. And so if we were looking at a standard normal curve, or a normal distribution skewness, we would see it skew out like this, because it's pulling the tail to the positive side, and we would have a positive skewing. All this is coming from the box plot.